got no money to just move down south, Andy Paul. Life ain't that simple. I ain't got no money and I don't know nobody. And the niggas I know down south, they still live where it's snow at. What the fuck I'm gonna go down there for? I don't want to go to Kentucky. I'll never get on my feet. All my family down south, they'll try to beg you out of your future. I promise you they will. And then we don't let them beg you out of your future. My family up north do this too. Then, because you don't want to pay nothing but your bills in the house. You don't want to put in on nobody drugs. You don't want to pass your drugs to nobody. You want to just sit in the corner and do nothing. You can get out. Yup. You just pay rent. You can get the fuck out. Since you don't want to help everybody else stay drug habits. Since you don't want to fix everybody else's car for free. You fixed your car. Didn't offer to fix nobody's car around here. And I ain't got time for that ghetto ass shit. That's how I ended up homeless in motherfucking Florida, fucking with my motherfucking family. My sister wanted to put me out after she refused to take my rent money. Then she wanted to put me out to myself. I just wanted him to get his shit together. Bitch, you didn't give me time to get my shit together. And I'm a long fucking shoreman. Let's tell the truth. I make more money than you, bitch. You're a medical coding and billing specialist. And I make more money than your boyfriend, who's a respiratory therapist. Bitch. I make more money than both of y'all. I'm just waiting on the motherfuckers to send me my motherfucking paperwork. And them bitches stole my motherfucking identity. I did, however, because I was struggling on the fucking streets and had no fucking support. And all them niggas in Florida is all bitches and won't stand up to the fucking Cubans, Haitians, and Jamaicans. I had to stand up to them in order to sell drugs, in order to make it. Because I didn't have no bitch ass to kiss, and my sister just cut me the fuck show in motherfucking Florida. A state that's predominantly ran by retired men and bitches who sell pussy, which I am neither one of. I'm gonna tell you the truth. My granddaddy used to be a Mason, and them bitches thought that if we leave him homeless in Florida, he'll finally start selling ass and niggas in the ass. Wrong. Bitch, I'm a hustler. Been a hustler. God made me a hustler, bitch. Them hoes forgot. The whole time I was growing up in my mama's house, I've been paying bills since I was 7. You ain't gotta believe it. Believe whatever you wanna believe. But I've been putting in on bills since I was 7, motherfucker. But motherfuckers talking about some I ain't putting in on shit. It's the reason I live in a car now. Too many jealous motherfuckers around me. I can't break the law to get ahead. They calling the police like 90 going north. I can't follow the law to get ahead. It don't protect people like me. It don't help people like me. And I get tired of these bitch ass niggas who got all these domestic violences from beating on their bitches and all these child support. Is there to help you. Just because they helping these niggas who have domestic violence, who have child support, who have motherfucking outstanding child support. I mean, they help them type of niggas. They don't help niggas like me who are actual fucking drug dealers. I don't give a fuck about no nigga who having a DV and a drug case. Nigga, you still got a fucking DV. You still beat on bitches. Nigga, I don't beat on bitches. And my kids is paid for. The kids that ain't mine is paid for. So ain't no helping me. And everybody say, oh, he snapping when he said. I should say it with some passion. It's been too fucking long. They've been throwing away felons in this fucking country. Can't go to the army, can't do nothing, but catch more motherfucking felonies. And you're not supposed to hurt nobody when you catch your felony, right? What if he's holding it up with the money? I'm trying to get onto this bank robbery so I can get this money, go on a lavish spending spree, and then go to jail. You holding me up, partner. You and your honest ass life. So when I shoot you 6 times, I'm wrong, right? And as a criminal, it's my job to try to get away, right? But you vigilantes got the nerve to do some vigilante shit in the middle of a fucking robbery, knowing damn well how hard it is to find a job out here. And you know how hard it is to find a job out here. That's why you took your bitch ass into work. And that's why you look at yourself every day in the mirror like you're important. You have a job. But you won't tell yourself why you really got that job. The fact that they don't just hire anybody around this motherfucker. The fact they won't hire anybody around this motherfucker. If they hired anybody around this motherfucker, we wouldn't have the current workforce we have now. A bunch of lazy motherfuckers who are overpaid. In every motherfucking place that a corporate entity is trying to make money. That includes Walmart, Kmart, Target, motherfucking McDonald's. And what's up, B-Wasp? So yeah, shit in life ain't easy like motherfucker said it is. Especially when you don't have the proper support, Andy Paul. Any nigga you see doing better than me, he got a baby mama that support him, several of them. He got motherfucking bullshit ass jobs that's supporting him. You know what I mean? He the type of nigga that can half-ass paint a room, leave blue streaks on the motherfucking ceiling, and the landlord still pay him top dollar. I leave blue streaks on the motherfucking ceiling. I would have to threaten to burn down the house to get paid. And then niggas always trying to, oh man, you must not want to work. Listen, I just outwork my boss again. Because I outwork everybody. He's supposed to come and get me yesterday. Never came to get me. Maybe he was tired. I don't know. But I seem to outwork everybody. And then, and then on top of that, most of these motherfuckers that work on house, you know what a motherfucker told me one day? You got to get a regular job for them to trust you working in their house. I said, what sense does that make if I have 2 jobs? Listen, I mean, you hard working. I said, no, if I have 2 jobs, that means that I could potentially fuck up anything in this motherfucking house and not have to worry about it because the Quad Graphics got my check, my nigga. Fuck landlords in Milwaukee, stupid ass crackheads, I promise you. All of them. Just stupid ass crackheads that the state is making hold houses. I promise you the state making these niggas hold houses because they don't know what the fuck to do with them. They do everything they can to lose these motherfuckers, and it's not losing these motherfucking houses. And only seen that happen one time in history, and that's with white people in subsidies. I ain't never seen a white person who don't own their house. When I see a white person that don't own their house, I be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a retard. Something wrong with you, because ain't no way that everybody else got white privilege and own a house but your white ass. Get the fuck out of here. There's white people with Down syndrome that owns houses. Why the fuck don't you own one? And I look down on any motherfucker buying houses in my neighborhood. Are you serious? How dumb can you get? You gonna buy houses in the most violent neighborhood in the United States and expect to turn a profit? Oh my fucking God, you gotta be a fucking idiot. Or the CIA. One or the other. The math ain't mathing, goddammit, because I know math. And let me tell you a secret about math. Let me tell y'all a tip in life. You want to find out if math is mathing? Look at the population of people that do that. If the mass majority of the population ain't Asian, it ain't mathing. I'm gonna tell you just like that. It's not mathing. And sometimes Asian math will get your ass in trouble. But as far as real estate goes, follow the Asians, I promise you. Where the Asians buy houses, it's profitable, nigga. I can almost guarantee that. The Asians ain't buying houses in neighborhood that's not profitable. I mean, slums for motherfucking 19 years. Get the fuck out of here. They come from that shit. They know better. They know better than make that purchase, my guy. It's profitable in my neighborhood. It was profitable. The mom and pop businesses. And that's where the Asians kill them at. They kill them by buying up gas stations and their little real estate claims. They buy up motherfucking the wig store. They buy up motherfucking goddamn the Nike, the building that Foot Locker is housed in. That's the type of shit the Asians do when it comes to real estate. You know what I mean? And I've been observing real estate trends since I was about 8, 9. Because that's what I wanted my surprise job to be. You know what I mean? I was going to sell some real estate, and then that was going to free up my money enough so I could become a doctor, in my mind. No, I did not want to become a doctor of psychology, so don't say you got what you wanted anyway. I did not want to become a fucking doctorate in psychiatry. And then, my guy, Miss Hash Brown, made me feel bad when I talked to her about it. Because she made me feel bad, like I just hate being a psychiatrist now, or I don't value my degree, but it means even less to me now. Because I realized that she's right. All this time trying to get up out the ghetto and not have to sell drugs my college thought was to go sell drugs. And I felt used as a drug dealer. I felt like as a drug dealer, I wasn't smart enough. And I feel like ain't no drug dealer smart enough. Your ass been tricked into selling drugs that the CIA brought in. They still take you to jail for. You stupid fuck. How dare you get any fucking dumber? You so fucking dumb, you don't realize that they done legalized motherfucking marijuana while niggas still got marijuana cases on their motherfucking record. The same reason you can't get a gun is because you got caught with marijuana before white people got caught with marijuana. Ain't that a bitch? And they ain't saying shit about it. They refuse to talk about it. It's not even up for discussion. We got more important things to talk about besides fixing the reputation of niggers. Why would we fix the reputation of niggers? So they could be somebody? Shit crazy. I don't give a fuck about the ice raids in Minnesota, Micah. I really don't. I don't feel bad for the Mexican community. And I know I sound cutthroat by saying that, but listen, bro, I came from Chicago, Illinois. A lot of the Mexicans came there with just a pochilo. And I remember my father being into it with my mama helping homeless Mexicans stay because his best friend was Emilio. And I remember working with these motherfuckers and trying my best with these motherfuckers and telling motherfuckers that, you can't treat him like that because he don't speak very good English, motherfucker. He's learning. These same motherfuckers turn around and cut us down on the work site. Talk shit to us on the work site. I got grown, and my main motherfucking competitor was the Mexicans, and they was proud of themselves. Like, I'm part of the Negro community that put y'all on around this bitch. Are you serious? Get 13-year-old girls pregnant, run back to Mexico, change his identity. Usual Mexican shit. So I don't feel bad for Mexicans at all. You can take your criminalistic ass back to Guatemala and get shot in the face. Because that's what you're really scared of. You're scared of actual Mexicans who actually about that action. See, I done figured it out. The Mexicans that ain't about that action brought their scary ass to the United States. The ones that's about that action down there fighting with the cartel and part of the cartel because they about that action. So you can't trust none of the Mexicans here. I know it sounds fucked up, but you can't trust them. They all bitches. They all the bitches who That's why the Venezuelans came here robbing them motherfuckers like that. And that's why illegal Mexican immigrants who come here and rob Mexicans, that's why Mexicans don't say shit. Because they bitches. And they ain't got no problem telling on you, me, and anybody else except Mexicans. They have a real problem snitching on Mexicans. If they didn't, then why ain't the cartel busted? If Mexico outnumbered the cartel, why is the cartel still fluctuating if y'all not criminals? Don't trust their ass. So they can all be deported. Because ain't nobody on that shit with you motherfuckers. Ain't nobody. We ain't got time to figure out who's the criminal and who's not, who's committed crimes. We're not gonna play with y'all. All y'all can go. Bye. And if we could put white people out, we would have been put them out because we tired of them being sex offenders. But for now, let's start with the Mexicans. Let's start with somebody white-skinned. The ball got to start somewhere. And I know the Mexicans feel like, oh man, we here working. You here working for $40. You didn't fuck up the economy, man. You done made it so corporations pay people pennies an unlivable wage while they pocket millions of dollars, and that's the fucking norm. And now anybody requesting to make more money to make a livable fucking wage, they can't because your illegal immigrant ass is here soaking back fucking home to fucking piece of shit Mexico, which is still in a drug war, even though y'all been doing this shit for years. You know what I mean? And then the white people who actually don't want to pay licensed carpenters, electricians, and plumbers actually paid you motherfucking Mexicans. Then y'all didn't do the shit amongst regulations. So now all the shit is falling apart. And the United States has become a dangerous motherfucking place to live in a fucking house due to these fucking immigrants and these fucking cheap-ass white people. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? So any given time, your motherfucking house could burn down because how SA done wired the shit. Only thing they good for is roofs and cutting the motherfucking grass. Let's just tell the fucking truth, bro. Oh, you want to talk about the Somalians? They need to be deported too. I don't give a fuck about them niggas. And I do realize Somalians are the one group of African niggas who actually share genotype with the Afro-Americans in the United States. I agree. They're not just African. They're Afro. I agree. They're Afro-African, to be correct. Now, as far as the Afro-Africans, they can go back to Africa with that bullshit. Black men don't believe in raping fucking women. What the fuck? Nigga, that's not some shit we stand for. Not that I know of. You know what I mean? But then again, I could be wrong. I didn't think we was as gay as we were, but, 90% of black men in Hollywood are gay now. So what do you want me to say? 90% of the NFL is gay. 90% of the motherfucking NBA is gay. What do you want me to say? I cannot defend niggers no more about their actions. I can only defend my actions because these niggas is too weird. They everything that white people said they was in the 90s, my nigga. And I remember in the 90s, we was fighting not to be that shit. But you niggas, everything that white people said you was. Couldn't find out you and your crackhead ass daddy was laughing and giggling instead of actually paying attention. We thought you was paying attention, but you wasn't. You was over there cracking jokes. And now we need you niggas to be serious. Now can't nobody be serious. Not a black community full of broke ass motherfucking, dick sucking ass punks. They the most successful motherfuckers here. For that, appreciate y'all for fucking every faggot y'all could that wore a cute outfit. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Y'all been doing this shit for the past, I don't know, 80, 90 years now. Just Masons had on cute outfits. Then it was Boogaloo J. Then it was the gang members. Then it was, set trippers. Y'all always fucking with the gay guys. Shout out to you. Homo thug fucking ass bitches. Y'all always bragging about going to go get a man out of fucking prison. Goofy bitches. And y'all the only bitches dumb enough to get pulled by men in prison. I've been a man in prison. We randomly call different motherfuckers to see which bitch is dumb enough to pull. It used to be white bitches, but black bitches are just fucking dumb now. You could just pull them from fucking prison cell. It don't matter. All you gotta do is flirt with them every day for a month. And they're like, it must be destined for me to give them some pussy. But for black women to think they got the best pussy on the planet, you sure give it away for the motherfucking free and the motherfucking cheap. The best pussy is free pussy, black pussy, $40 pussy. And then, I'm tired of seeing younger black women sell coochie like an illegal immigrant. Bitch, what is you selling coochie for $40 for? You got bills to pay. Can't just $40 legal coochie. You can't $40 legal coochie in this country, bitch. You owe them fuck up the price of coochie. Coochie $35 now. Nah, bitch, that thought about selling some coochie won't even fucking come near it. Y'all done retired the real hoe. They don't want to sell coochie no more. The real bitches that been prostitutes since they was 12 put out their whole book and was like, let me check the economics on this. Sell pussy for $40. That mean I will have to turn. It's on page 93. So you want to sell pussy for $40? Bitch, you gonna have to fuck 400 niggas a day. Damn, I was already at 100 niggas a day. Okay, it's my retirement now. Oh yeah, that's the book says. Next step, if you can't keep up, bitch, retire. Okay. Then she pulled out her other book, What a Prostitute in Retirement. Sucking Dick in Retirement. When the update came out, bitches was like, head, $20. I ain't no fucking crackhead. We know you're not a crackhead, but men suck dick nowadays. So you're kind of at a disadvantage. Men suck dick better than women. You should be happy someone's shopping with you. Enjoy the $20. Ashley's dick sucking service. Oh, bitch, you retired? I wanted some pussy. How much you got? $30. Hit pause on her phone. Poof. Damn! You can't come up with the 40? You ain't got 10 more dollars. Look, Ashley, I could call Kaviana. She told me $22 plus tax and an iPhone charger. Boy, I tell you, I wasn't even mad at the Mexicans because they thought they was going to be fixing cars for $40. Get your ass out. Get your ass out. You have ruined my career path for the umpteenth motherfucking time. First, y'all fucked it up for me in motherfucking housing. Y'all fucked it up for me in motherfucking drywall, flooring, motherfucking plumbing, motherfucking. You even took my electrical gigs where I was just hooking up motherfucking lights and fucking switches, light fixtures and switches. Y'all fucked that up, right? Now I hear you motherfuckers come with this car shit, fixing everybody's car for $40 after you fucking a car up. These stupid ass niggas. Oh my God. Can we take money away from studs, please? It's obvious she doesn't know how to operate herself as an adult. Yeah, I said a she because none of them bitches add up to a he. What about them says he? Besides they're ugly. Right. Take the money away from these ugly bitches. Straight up. Every factory you look up, it's a stud working there. And these bitches are not intelligent. Oh my fucking God. I talk to studs and I'm like, bitch, were you paying attention in school? This is why you think you gotta be a boy, because you think boys are dumb. And you're not smart enough to be a fucking boy. You are dumber than a boy. You are the dumbest type of human on the planet at this point in time. And I don't know what it is about the gay community, but they love being fucking stupid. They hate to fucking learn. I don't know what the fuck it is about the motherfuckers. But learning is not something they want to do. Only time they want to learn something is if it's a straight guy about to be in that position. And they want to keep him out of that position. That's the only time they want to learn something. That's why these gay guys keep getting bitches pregnant. Yeah, I know I'm right. I know I'm right. But my channel gonna stay in shadow ban because I am right. Watch. If Somalians say they'd rather live in Somalia, they could take their bitch ass back to Somalia. Ain't nobody finna fuck with y'all while y'all Muslim rapists. It's fuck you niggas. Take your bitch ass back to Africa, where they sold your bitch ass and cut your motherfucking land down to just what Ethiopia is now, and you had to cut a piece of Ethiopia out because the Ethiopians don't fuck with you. Don't nobody fuck with Somalians. Fuck them. Let them die. Them is the bitch ass niggas. And don't nobody fuck with Somalians because the truth deep down inside is y'all killers because y'all black. That's the only reason y'all want a Black Hawk Down. The truth about it is y'all really cowards. If we bring y'all out of hostile motherfucking goddamn Somalia, where y'all not motherfucking 200 deep and talking shit with the pirates, let's see what you got to say to a nigga to his face one-on-one. I bet you don't have that same shit to say. I bet you the average Somalian warlord couldn't do 6 months in the county with the average nigga in the United States. I bet you he can't. We'll beat that ass. We will beat that ass, buddy. I promise you. Why you niggas want to fight with me? I'm so skinny. Shut up and give me this tray on Ubuntu. That is not my name. My name is Michael. Ubuntu, calm down. Ubuntu will be hiding in a hole so he can eat. We'll take all Ubuntu's trays, my nigga. I ain't know none of that shit. You know, if all these races were tougher than black guys, they wouldn't have to tell you they wasn't scared of black guys. But truth about it is, black guys are the toughest guys on this fucking planet. Even why we have been massively bred out to be faggots. Even our soft girl era is harder than you niggas' hard era. It's crazy. It's crazy how the white man hated that so much, he paid the black woman to participate in the destruction. And black women just went for it. And then for them to be the most educated bitches on the planet, you honestly think they don't know what the fuck they doing? You honestly think they accidentally just fucking faggots? You honestly think they are the only female genetics on this earth that are attracted to gay men? Do you honestly believe that? Do you wonder why black women get away from any man that talks like he has any common sense? They work for the fucking CIA. You not paying the fuck attention? They get a check, nigga. Where they getting this money from then on the side? And the bitches that's not getting the money is little stupid bitches who didn't know to apply for it. And that's the truth about it. They get a government subsidy check just like white dudes get a government subsidy check. Only motherfucker ain't getting a government subsidy check is my black ass. I'm the only motherfucker paying full price for everything, every time, every day, my nigga. Everybody else got some type of discount on how they got it. Even when you bitches go buy computers on a Black Friday sale, motherfucker. They say limited time offer, only who we selected. First come, first serve. And you could be there first and still not get a fucking computer when you filled out the rebate. They're sending all the rebates to people that they're supposed to send them to. How do they determine these people? Yeah. Because the government has a secret program where they're taking care of everybody but black men. Ta-da. And black men black women refuse to acknowledge this program even though they know this shit is going on. And I promise you, they're getting some type of benefit off of it, whether they want to admit it out loud or not. And I ain't gonna sit back and play with these hoes talking this shit. I know that. You getting an extra $4 on your paycheck or something. You getting something to cut niggas down. Ain't no way you doing it for free. Ain't no motherfucking way. And ain't no way you bitches wake up at 29. Ain't no way you bitches wake up at 40 and be like, oh shit, I ain't fuck nothing but fake niggas. And you don't start having real niggas babies right away. Right the fuck away to keep your Section 8 going. No, you just keep having fake baby after fake baby after gay baby after gay baby. And the shit is tripping me out. I'm like, damn, how is black women systematically producing so many faggots? What the fuck happened? And then you can't even talk to them about it. Right now, ain't no black women in this fucking chat. They not coming in this chat while I'm talking like this. They would rather argue with Kevin Samuels' gay ass about how to be a good wife. What you arguing with a gay nigga about how to be a good wife for? Bitch, do you realize he's trying to suck the same dick you're trying to suck? So what he's trying to do is deter you, stupid bitch. It's not your friend. Yes, I said it. The gay guys online, Shamar, Shaquise, none of them niggas. They are not your motherfucking friends, bitch. This is a motherfucking war. And they fighting to suck the same dicks you trying to suck, bitch. And they mad because they be like, man, you just entitled to men putting dick in your mouth because you're a woman. Yeah, nigga, she's supposed to feel like that, nigga. You, a grown-ass man, ain't supposed to have no dick in your mouth and motherfuckers nutting all on your face. That's not a privilege you get, motherfucker. It shouldn't even be a privilege to you. It's not a privilege to women. They talk shit about it all the time. I don't want to suck dick. Oh, my God. They act like sucking dick is the worst thing men ever asked them. Like, are you serious? That's the worst thing we ever asked you. Not we was fucking you in your ass, beating you up, and keeping you locked in cages. That wasn't bad, was it? She kind of got less complaints about that type of behavior than you do actual fucking the behavior that you should be complaining about. But you know the truth. You know you systematically bred them men into existence. You know it or not know it. Because this whole time, women been bragging about how they are in control of sex and men are in control of marriage. If you are in control of sex, you are in control of the men that are born. This means you determine whether they're faggots or warriors. You determine that by breeding with their father. And if the warriors aren't cute enough for you to breed with, you dysfunctional, stupid bitch, and you just gotta breed with little faggots, then your son is gonna be a cute little faggot. And cute little faggots don't take care of women. Which you guys kind of need men to take care of you. Let me tell you why. Because without men, where would you be? Bitch, you would be sitting in the dark. That's where you would be. Being eaten by fucking snakes, bitch. That's where you would be. Men invented everything. We invented housing, clothing, shelter, ways to cook food. The fuck? You bitches ain't did shit but complain about the fucking program the whole time you been here. Then we gave you all the easy jobs. We gave you all the easy jobs. Every last one of the jobs you have is fucking easy except giving birth. Big fucking whoop. We didn't assign you that one. God did. If you lazy bitches could dump that off on men, you would. You would. You say it all the time. Men should experience childbirth. How the fuck I'm experience childbirth pain when I don't have fucking ovaries, bitch? And while you're trying to give a man the childbirth pain, then bitch, give me the free drinks at the club. Give me those Valentine's Day cards with hundreds of dollars in them. Give me that shit. My shit. Pain, bitch. Share the profit too. Share it. Share the fact that I can move in this nigga house and not pay no bills. When he put me out, I can call the police. And the police be like, well, you got to legally evict her. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me the fuck up. Yeah. Give me some motherfucking, give me custody of my kids when I prove in time and time again. Give me custody of my kids after I done lost my kids. Yeah, do that. Do that. From motherfucking getting a nobody pregnant. Yeah, that's what y'all start doing. Start letting men have babies by crackheads. And then pay us a government pension when the fuck that bitch ain't a good mother. When she out smoking crack and sucking dick on the strip for more crack, send me a check because the mama retarded, obviously. That's what men should start doing. Just start getting crackheads pregnant. Just start giving us a check. Fuck it. That's what you bitches are basically doing. You basically getting pregnant by crackheads. Future is a crackhead. Dude is a crackhead with a motherfucking goddamn rap contract. He's a crackhead prostitute who pretends like he's a rapper. This nigga can't even rap. All of his songs got all of 8 bars. His song is a motherfucking chorus that repeated itself 6 times in the chorus. And then you dumb motherfuckers actually bought it. Bet you got a motherfucking Future CD sitting in your motherfucking house right now. Fuck he saying he not on subject. You the one ducking shots with drive-by. Stand up in the motor, push the gas button. Stand up in the motor, push the gas. What the fuck is the gas button? Am I too poor to know about a gas button or something? Because I'm a mechanic and I do a lot of fucking reading. I ain't any type of motherfucking mechanic. I was a German car mechanic. I'm a luxury vehicle mechanic, my nigga. I believe I know about luxury motherfucking vehicles all over this bitch. I can name shit that y'all ain't even seen, my nigga. Shit that rich niggas didn't know shit Rolls Royces came with. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it, nigga. Let's talk about how Mercedes got a secret motherfucking massager just for your nuts, nigga. While you the chauffeur, yes, has a vibrator for your nuts, nigga. And your gooch. Maybach only, though. You gotta have that Maybach money to be in that motherfucker with, you know what I mean? I don't know how the fuck it would work for me. You know what I mean? I've been and hit a tree. But yeah, they got a vibrator that vibrates your motherfucking nuts in order to relieve stress from your lower body so that you may more efficiently operate the vehicle. Even though the vehicle has a fucking sensor for every goddamn thing. It has a pussy sensor. It has a pussy bad sensor. This motherfucker sense a bitch with chlamydia when she walk up on the car. Just bong, 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 bong. Damn, that coochie infected? The Benz be like, that bitch on medication for another 3 weeks. Bitch, your name Keisha? Keisha Davis, right? Keisha Davis. Bitch, I already ran your bios, bitch. Keisha Davis, bitch. Yeah, it's a whole camera in this motherfucker. We seen your whole face, bitch. We connected to the satellite, bitch. We seen you. This car don't know me. Bitch, I do know you, bitch. You stay at 143 Drury Lane, right next to the motherfucking Muffin Man, bitch. I know you. She fucked the Muffin Man, too. The Benz be snitching. These new cars know everything. I'm gonna tell you another luxury feature you don't know that the Benz has. Do you know, okay, there's something called BP. We're gonna call that, right? That's the smell of anything. That's the name of the scent. Now, Computers can register the BP to be 5, which is a good smell to humans, or 3, which is a bad smell to humans. It can figure out what the BP pH level balance is in the air in these new Mercedes Benzes. Do you know what it does? It sprays the air. Psst, psst, psst. You can hook fragrance bottles to your fucking AC. We'll say this again. You can hook fragrance bottles to your fucking AC. Not just one, several. So then, and they got their own little special fragrance killer that just kills the fucking smell of anything. So now when your fragrance comes through, it's going to be even stronger. What the fuck? You telling me I don't know about a gas button? I ain't never seen a button on a car that say gas, push it, and go faster. Never. Never. I think that he was high watching Gone in 60 Seconds and mistake Go Baby Go for gas button because he's a fucking retard and a drug addict. And I'm so tired of these dumbasses talking about, as a mechanic, you know, I often get asked about fucking nitrous. And I often just tell people, just go blow up. Just go blow the fuck up because I'm tired of answering these stupid ass questions about nitrous. Go hook it up and see what you get. All these fucking cars I got. You think I can afford a fucking nitrous bottle with some fucking nitrous lines? And a fucking valve that opens and closes? You think I can afford that shit? And you think that I'm too dumb to calculate what's a 50cc shot of nitrous? Okay, cool. Go get you some nitrous then. 50, that's a lot. I don't care. I don't care whether it's a lot or not at all. I'm not using that shit. Glad we got that going. Last time I was using shit like nitrous was on my Godzilla, and I wasn't using nitrous. Bitch, I was using propane. Nigga, propane make a diesel. Holla. Is anybody still here? I guess ain't nobody here. Say there's 3 people here. I'm really creative. I got bored during my rant and made me a fucking mess. Fuck. Anyway, I made an ashtray. They even got a place to hold my J. Look. Hold the J. I said hold the J, bitch. Well, it was a place to hold the J. I just didn't quite finish editing. Some GM engineer shit, you know what I mean? Bow. This is a damn good ashtray. This is such a good ashtray. It's one of the best ashtrays. There would be ashtrays better than this one. And if I can kind of get the shape just to change just a little, then I can make it so it would actually hold your blunt while you smoke. No other ashtray does that. Makes ashtrays greater than they ever been. Let's make ashtrays great again. We talk a lot of shit about Trump, but dude, the fucking legend, bro. Let's make America great again. I'm gonna tell my kids that that's what they told Martin Luther King when he sold out. I know. I'm one of the political kids from Chicago. I'm one of the Huey Freemans. I'm not a Riley Freeman. You know, Riley Freeman, them niggas always, yeah, gotta be a real nigga. And they deny the fact that they slowly turning gay. But I realized I wasn't a Riley Freeman a long time ago. Ooh. You know, everybody be like, why you be tripping about that gay shit so much? Why you always bringing up that gay shit? Because that gay shit be the root of a lot of fucking problems, and people don't want to admit it. They having too much fun with the gay shit. But I don't understand why you can't have fun with the gay shit without causing everybody else problems. And I don't think nobody should be able to live a lifestyle in peace that causes other people problems. That's real shit. That I don't understand how my generation is responsible for every man that came before us. Y'all all want to take y'all anger out on us. And we didn't do the shit. We're not the mass majority of fucking child molesters. We're your age while you're taking the shit out on us. They tried to molest us too, motherfucker. I just think the LGBT community is going after the wrong motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And then it was just like free range to attack a black man and say whatever the fuck you want to. You could even say being gay is the same thing as being black. It's not fucking true. Most gay men are the best actors in motherfucking Hollywood. They're the top paid actors all around the world. You can go to work and pretend like you motherfucking straight, and I don't give a fuck what you want to do. It's what needs to be done. I cannot go to work and pretend like I'm not a black man. Especially a straight black man. This some shit you can't fake. And if you was, why would you fake it? Why would you fake it when that's the motherfucker who get paid the least? They get fired first. Everything's their fault. Why would you be that? That's the reason why, listen, don't none of you gay guys want to work off your motherfucking effort. Or you go in there and pretend like you a straight guy. They wouldn't even know you was gay until the subject came up. That shit crazy. But you deserve an extra reward because you gay. I mean, and that's fucked up. That's just like crackheads when it comes to people who use other drugs, I should say, that ain't crack, especially weed. They feel like you got all the luxuries in life because you smoke weed. Like, nigga, that ain't the case, nigga. Weed is still a fucking habit. It still costs me money. It ain't crack. Would you let somebody else explain before you start talking about crack? That's why nobody talks to crackheads, because as soon as the subject goes about crack, y'all be like, can nobody talk to you? So you don't know what anybody else's opinion is besides another crackhead. Because by the time you calm down, y'all done, everybody done walked away. You in a circle full of crackheads. And then they enforce your stupid ass crackhead thinking. I could smoke crack. True. You do it every day, no problem. Motherfuckers shouldn't worry about me smoking crack. They're not worried about you smoking crack. They're worried about the shit that you stole to buy the crack that belonged to them. Boy, I tell you. Now, I live in a city where everybody would be mad at you for punching a crackhead or a drunk for stealing some shit from you that they shouldn't be stealing. And then if you call the police, they'll be like, was it $500? Oh, well, then, it's not a felony. I can't legally pursue anybody in Milwaukee, Wisconsin about a misdemeanor unless it's a domestic violence. If it's a crime that you share with white people, we're not going to pursue you about it. Yeah. That's why it takes us so long to find rapists. I don't know, man. I tried everything in life besides the multiple baby mama thing. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to pass on my genetics, really. Why? I feel like I got great genetics. Don't get me wrong. But I don't feel like the world is deserving of another me. I feel like motherfuckers like me and motherfuckers who are a little bit smarter than me just need to wake the fuck up and realize that you just breeding smart people into a dumbass world. And it ain't enough of us smart people to outnumber the dumb people. Which means the smart people will inevitably be eradicated. So I'm just ready to take my licking. And I got a funny feeling about reincarnation. It can't happen if you don't reappropriate. What happens then? You're a free fucking soul, dumbass. And that's the only way to get there. This is hell. And this is why sex is a sin. Because all it does is trap you in a reincarnation loop. What's happening, wrong me wrong? Yep. Smoking weed today. Nothing else to do. Nobody else in the chat wants to respond. I start rambling. Fuck it. I don't know what the fuck they expect me to talk about. I don't even know the subjects that interest my chat. Because they never respond back and shit. Just watching a live stream with me, boss. It's cool. Sit back and watch. But it would be nice to get commentary every now and again. Appreciate you listening, B Wasp. I don't know, man. This streaming shit ain't easy. I don't understand how some YouTubers are so famous and they don't even do live streams. Like nobody actually knows who this fucking person is. Nobody even knows if their video has really been watched by a couple billion people. It's just the algorithm circulated them. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You entertain everybody as long as you get high and good. That's kind of well. I won't know how entertaining I am to people because I mean the count meter up here is funny. So I don't know. Sometimes it drops to 0. That's why I be asking is anybody in the chat. Nobody responds there most of the time. Um, I watch the numbers fluctuate up and down. It'll be like 25 people in the chat. I get off into talking and then bam, they gone. So I don't know what the fuck a motherfucker wants to. And then when I ask 25 people while we at the height of the chat, what do y'all want to talk about? Everybody just runs and hides. It's crazy. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand a bunch of grown ass people who don't want to have an actual intellectual conversation or are scared to bring up subjects they actually want to fucking talk about. And the only thing my chat wants to talk about is shit that's gonna get us banned. I'll just say that. And I don't want to talk about that shit anyway. I don't want to get that shit no fucking energy. But that's all the chat want to do is try to secretly get me banned. And ain't smart enough to do the shit. See, I'm still here. Which it is true. It seems like the trolls come and start bullshitting. Those are the people who reply. It do be. I get more responses from the trolls than the regular people in here. And people wonder why I respond like I do in my channel when they say something and be like, oh, you're defensive. That's because I talk to fucking trolls all day. If I talk to trolls all day, how do you expect me to interact with you? Like a regular person? No, I've been talking to fucking trolls all day. So when I'm in the middle of a story and I read a comment that could be offensive or supposed to be offensive, I might take it as it's coming towards me. Not because I'm a fucked up person or not because I'm not paying attention. It's just I can't read the fucking comments and do fucking tell the story at the same time. And then I be feeling like telling stories on here. Let me tell you why I stopped telling so many goddamn stories. Because you start telling stories and motherfuckers be like, who does this motherfucker think he is? Always got a story. And they start interrupting the story with dumbass comments and shit. Then you interrupt the story to answer the comments. Now everybody's mad that you interrupted the story. If you don't pay the trolls no fucking attention, you don't have no subject to talk about. Because the regular people just won't fucking talk. And then the regular people always be like, don't pay the trolls any mind. Fucking dumbass noble conundrum ass shit. So this is why this is why the chat looks like it does. Like it's telling me right now, it's only one person in the chat. I don't know who the fuck is all here. So I got one person in the chat while I just ramble on about how people don't be in the chat. Cool. Nope, this place is gonna be just fine without me. You know what it is? Meaning that if you speak my language, I can give you interesting conversation on any subject. You motherfuckers ain't got no conversation or no motherfucking game. You just lame. And all the fuck you do is repeat the same fucking cycles every fucking day with your lame ass. And then you know you lame. So you can't come in here and even talk about a subject to even liven up the fucking chat. Unless it's some bullshit about sports. Don't nobody want to watch sports. I'm tired of watching dick suckers throw balls around. There, I said it. Shit. Tired of watching LeBron James gay ass hog the ball up and down the fucking court, prancing up and down the court. Then when they lose, he sit his ass over there and cry. Man, you been hogging the ball all game, nigga. You knew this was gonna happen, nigga. This shit happens in elementary, nigga. How the fuck you don't know this as a professional? And then all these fucking athletes, they dumb as shit now. Fuck, these niggas are dumb, bro. These niggas are fucking idiots. And you were going to school for what when you were in college? And nobody ever asked them that, what was they going to school for in college? But I see how dumb they are. It's obvious that you didn't want them to have that fucking degree in social liberal arts any fucking way, because he would have just fucked up the urban planning fucking dictionary. He's a fucking idiot. This shit crazy. And everybody wonder why I smoke so much fucking weed, because I ain't never getting out the fucking ghetto. I'ma die in this shit. What you gonna do? Be sober? I ain't dying sober. Fuck you and God. Today is Happy Friday. Once you start joking and talking, everybody's gonna start coming this afternoon. You got a comedy shit going, bro. You're a good dude. Keep up the work. I bet. Nobody likes the comedy. I'm on here for an hour. I got 4 fucking likes. Go back and look at any of my other shit. I get 20 fucking likes the most. I'm here streaming my ass off, giving live streams in the snow, by the way. You know what I mean? Sitting in a vehicle. Nobody gives a fuck. Because you know what's more interesting than me? Bitches sitting in the room, dyeing their hair, brushing their hair, styling their hair, doing their makeup, telling story time. Well, the system is set up that way, Ron. That's why I say ain't no skill in the NBA. It looks competitive because all of them niggas are on the same skill level. They were all selected out the same spot. They'll never select a motherfucker smart enough to put a neighborhood on. Yeah, right. You know it's an IQ test to get in? You know the point of an IQ test? To make sure you're not underqualified. Also, to make sure you're not overqualified. So if you think smart people getting in that motherfucker, ain't no smart people getting there. That's one reason they killed Kobe. Look him up. He was the smartest man in the NBA. Spoke 2 languages, spoke more than 2 languages. Spoke 2 languages fluidly, plus other languages. Kobe spoke about 4 or 5 languages, my guy. He was ready to internationally travel and actually spread the word about basketball and how they could put anybody in the league that they want to, and they were scared. So they murdered his ass and his dog. Because them genetics was too close. You're right. She's smart too. We might as well keep Kobe if we gonna keep her. Cause she gonna grow up and do the same fucking thing that Kobe's fucking doing right now. And we don't want that. They threatened the nigga on Ellen DeGeneres. The nigga's so smart, he caught the threat right away. He was like, yeah, I just want to retire, waving at the crowd. She was like, some people won't like that, and leaned into him. And then he leaned back into her and was like, I don't care. That's how you know he knew about the threat. Like, bitch, I don't give no fuck. Fuck y'all. All right, nigga, we're gonna Martin Luther King your ass. I don't give no fuck. And quite frankly, I don't think his daughter gave a fuck either. You usually got to be a kid in that position to understand. And I've been in that position, so I understand. And you might fuck around and die for some shit your parents are into. And you just like, fuck it. I was born on this team. That's where I'm going to retire at. Retirement season might be a little early. Right. They get all that money just to beat up on their bitch. They can't do nothing with it. First of all, they're not smart enough to invest in their community. You know what I mean? And then when you do find one that's gonna be smart enough, like T.I., he thought he was gonna be smart enough, right? You know what they did to T.I.? They said he got caught with guns in the airport. And then changed the story and said they caught him with the guns at his mansion. Did y'all catch him at his mansion? Or did y'all catch the guns at the airport? Let me tell you something that's funny about T.I. case, which no nigga has ever said on motherfucking line, and I will be the first nigga to say this. T.I. got 7 felonies, my nigga. I ask people all the time, talk about T.I. being stupid. Turn to a nigga in the room, the youngest nigga too. How old is you, dog? 15. How many felonies you got? I ain't got none. Can you bring a gun in the airport and not get a felony? Because you should right now get in Milwaukee Airport and smuggle a gun to Chicago. Hell no! You know that? Yeah! So why wouldn't it be common knowledge for a 7-time felon to know? Some niggas just don't know. So you're gonna assume that this nigga T.I. listen to his vocabulary while he's rapping, not talking. Because he be talking about some extra stupendous ass words, my nigga. Nigga has superb vocabulary. It is nowhere near pristine. You got the nerve to tell me that this nigga didn't know not to bring guns to the airport. Bullshit. I think when they caught him, he laughed at their ass and was like, nigga, I'm way too smart to bring guns into a fucking airport. No, it was his bodyguard's guns. We made a mistake, but there were guns on his property that him and his bodyguard were buying. Yeah, right. Ain't no way a nigga with that much fucking money been in that much motherfucking drama finna buy a bunch of fucking guns to look for one nigga. Bullshit. You just start spreading money around the hood. Where the fuck is this nigga at? Duh. And then you pay a killer to kill him. We know how this shit go. But then they told T.I. either you run with this story so we can put this story on other niggers, or you take away the fact that you're T.I. Pick one. And put on some lipstick for this vibe shoot, bitch. That's what happened. Why did they do it to him? Because he started a housing program in Atlanta that was teaching black men how to build houses and how to work on every piece of the house. Oh, yeah. National news. Everybody forgets about that. But then got the nerve to call him a sellout when I didn't see no rappers, nobody help him participate in this program. Tell you the truth, I don't even think the nigga T.I. is allowed to even be in Atlanta outside of the motherfucking performance scene. They know, because he tried to take all them poor niggas that's not gay, that don't have jobs, and give them jobs and houses. Look it up. He was fucking with Habitat for Humanity. And that's when he caught all them motherfucking weak ass cases. Lil Wayne, He made the Georgia song about George Bush. Yeah, I'm from a town where everybody drowned and we ain't playing with you. And that's what Lil Wayne called his gun case. So you can't speak up. Football player just got shot in the chest in the club. Man, niggas run around, don't do nothing for these hoods, these kids, my niggas. Be disrespecting them. Jewel Santana got caught with a gun. The young man from Dipset, dead 4 years. Listen, bro, ain't nobody dumb enough to bring a gun in an airport. Anytime you hear some shit about that, that's them taking that black man's life away from him. And nobody believed that this black man is getting his life took because he's a black man. Just like didn't nobody believe T.I. didn't bring the gun to the airport. Ain't nobody gonna believe Joel Santana didn't bring a gun to the airport. Nobody but me. An understudy psychiatrist, nigga. Doctorate. PHYMD, goddammit. I believe I know a thing or two about human behavior. On and off of drugs. Only studied this shit for 6 years. Then again, what the fuck would I know? I don't think they got the state of Georgia under their wing. Why the fuck they live in Florida? Exactly. I've lived in Florida, and my bitch was stripping in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, King of Diamonds to be exact, and Magic City, nigga, and Atlantic City. Don't get me wrong, T.I. down there. I used to see the nigga drive from fucking Florida to motherfucking Atlanta. That nigga had a Dodge Magnum. You can hear that motherfucker coming. I ain't bullshitting. And he about to pass you like you standing still. I bullshit you not. That big ass, that motherfucking Magnum running. Nigga. And then in Atlanta, you see stars all the time. And everybody act like it's nothing new. Listen, T-Pain rolled through that bitch in like a big ass fucking Ford F450. Purple. With big ass rims on it. The nigga had rims. He had big ass rims on a truck that looked like it was the truck looked like the city owned it, nigga. You know how the city truck look? That's how this nigga pickup truck look. I ain't bullshitting. It looked like a city truck on some fat ass tires with some big ass rims. His rims wasn't even like Rucci's or no shit like that. They were just like shiny ass chrome fucking semi truck rims. When he pulled up, it was stars leaving out the club. I'm gonna tell you why. I found out why. Cause that nigga, he ain't lying. When he talk about he in the club tricking on bitches, he is not lying. That is his shit. He one of them niggas that live for that shit. That nigga wasn't there throwing money all night. I ain't bullshitting. So I'm so glad I got dropped off in Milwaukee. That's why the bitches ain't send me none of that money. They know they got to split some of that shit. Send me the money, bitch, so I can get back down there. Oh, bitch, I'm stuck. Wait, bitch. What is that, bitch? Moses not trying to hear that shit off of that T-Pain night. They ran off with the plug. When I went back in the club, nigga, the nigga was just, I had to leave because the nigga just, every reason is a reason for T-Pain to just start throwing money. Take a shot, throw some money. Sitting here bored, throw some money. Stripper got a nice ass, throw some money. He just always just throwing money. Stop throwing money, bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck are you? I swear to God, this nigga was in the club. They cashed her out. That's why that shit went away. If you was a bitch wrong, and Donald Trump grabbed your pussy, and you was like, you grabbed my pussy, I'm suing, and he show up with a suitcase full of money, you still suing, or you signing that NDNA? Sign the shit out of that Indian. Get my money, pussy grabbing motherfucker. I have another suitcase. I want to grab it again. Make sure the pussy was fat. You got another suitcase? Give me another NDNA. Grab this pussy right now. You get a 15-second deal this time, Mr. Trump. And bitches can't even argue about it. They be like, no, that's disgusting. That's pig shit. So if I grabbed your pussy, you wouldn't let me grab your pussy for $100,000? Bitches, yeah, okay. I know, bitch. You grab your pussy for free every fucking morning. Just to sniff your hand to make sure that shit still smell like fish. Shut up, bitch. True. No crime in other states. You right about that. Go visit the clubs. If you go visit the clubs in fucking Georgia and Florida, the clubs is, they okay. You know what I mean? Niggas still throw money there. But when T-Pain brought his trick ass down from Florida, and listen, I'm gonna just say like this, you're not getting no pussy. If dude come through there, you're not getting no pussy. He gonna throw so much money, it's gonna make pussy dry up around that motherfucker. I told you, that nigga was throwing money like he just got it from the fucking Federal Reserve. He just ended up throwing money. It's not gonna be a good sight for you, dog. I'm telling you just like that. And all the bitches rushing to him because they know who the fuck he is. That's Trick Daddy. The nigga became Trick Daddy without even using the name Trick Daddy. He's super Trick Daddy. Yeah, I already know. He said back in the day in Atlantic City, you didn't want to show up there if you was broke. Them niggas was there spending money. Everybody was in Atlantic City throwing money. From motherfucking Uncle Luke to motherfucking Kid Rock. Your ass ain't had shit coming. These niggas is multi-billionaires. They could throw multi-millionaires. They could fucking throw 100,000 a night. It wouldn't matter to them. But your broke ass, you throw 100,000, you might be throwing up signs next to the freeway. No, I would be. I couldn't afford to throw no motherfucking 100,000. Motherfucker gave me $100,000 to throw and told me show up at the club at night. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Oh, he gonna have a nigga to find. A nigga gonna be looking for me. And the nigga be like, I thought you were supposed to throw this shit at a stripper. Just in case, I'm gonna strip in front of the mirror and throw all the money at myself. I'm gonna make it rain. Then I'm gonna pick that shit up and I'm gonna leave. I mean, Shit, throw 100K at a stripper. You ain't saying who the fuck the stripper had to be. It was me. I had a fat ass that night. I'm telling you. Bitches will be mad. Like, how you make 100K? He can't even twerk. Girl, his booty stiff. He ain't shit. I'll be on that motherfucker twerking like a middle-aged white woman. Right? Let them rather be in clubs on tricking, bro. They do. They be tricking like a motherfucker at the club. But let me tell you something. Every rapper I seen in that motherfucker, when T-Pain got in that motherfucker, they politely walk the fuck out. And I ain't see T.I. perform in the winter. That nigga go there, talk to some motherfuckers, and leave. So I assume he there picking up money. I don't fucking know what the fuck he doing. I don't know. Maybe you got to confirm he the king of the South. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. So I guess he got to go there and try to crab boil or something. I don't fucking know what the fuck. Fuck you Southerners do when they talk to each other. I'm grabbing that money just like I didn't understand the situation with Puffy and Cassie. Did him dirty like that when she got all that money. And Cassie was with the bullshit. Listen, not only did she not have to go public, she ain't have to come testify. You know who else didn't have to go public? Michael Jordan's wife. He agreed to give her half of everything. That bitch said, no, we going to court. And then this bitch got to selling Jordans at Walmart. Michael Jordan, you lucky we don't know who your wife is. Because niggas want to whoop her ass, man. Bitch selling FUBU Jordans. She think that shit funny. We'll hit her in her shit, man. Got all these crackheads out here like they got on J's. She made crackhead J's, folks. She said, I'll make you guys crackhead shoes, folks. To tell you the truth, only nigga I feel bad for is Michael Jordan. Cause J-Bone kept that shit real with his wife, bro. How the clubs is in Milwaukee, ain't nobody throwing money. You throw some money in that motherfucker, you getting robbed. I seen him robbing a nigga for throwing money in the club. And I was just trying to walk past and shit. But they got the nigga hemmed up and shit, and I ain't noticed till I got too damn close. I'm like, oh shit, I'm reaching for my shit, they reaching for their shit. You know what I mean? Hold on, back up. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't know, dude. Oh yeah, we just robbing this bitch out. He flexing too hard, throwing money in the club. Got it. Quick thought of mine, nigga. Cause I'm not an average nigga. I'm kind of fucked up in the mind. Y'all watch him throw money. What makes you think that he has any money left? Nigga was with the gun. I said he could probably point you toward the niggas with the money. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna back up. I'm not gonna never stop pointing this gun. We're gonna have a whole big out, some shit go off. But I'm gonna back up this way. You know what I mean? I know I came from that way, but I'm gonna back up this way because I need to be headed in this direction and shit. And I ain't trying to get off into what y'all getting off of. I ain't got no intention, no shooting at no nigga, but please believe it's already one up. So soon as the motherfucker, nigga strike a lighter over here, I'm shooting. All right, let me back on up. But that nigga ain't got no money. He already threw it in the club and shit. And he just admitted he ain't got no money. Y'all should be trying to find the niggas he was with. That's what y'all looking for. Y'all looking for them niggas. That's how they did shit. And these niggas in Milwaukee, they don't even know it's real money. You can go in there and throw a bunch of prop money and get your dumb ass robbed. Give me everything, nigga. Want the prop money, nigga? For the real money, nigga. I got $30, nigga. That's what I got, nigga. I just wanted to pay the cover charge, go in there, shoot a YouTube video, and throw money. That's all I was doing, bro. It's just a video. No, bitch ass nigga. In this city, you want to talk about the lack of intelligence around this motherfucker. It's like 4 trees planted right here. Bro, I'm just telling the truth. That's what the fuck is gonna happen. You know, a lady just got mad at me in her chat for talking about how Milwaukee was when her whole chat was asking me questions about Milwaukee. And it all started because some nigga was trying to make Chicago see. Because she is Chicago. They try to make it like Chicago dangerous. No, the fuck it ain't. Chicago is not fucking dangerous. That's why all them niggas telling on each other, right? Dangerous, my ass. Chicago is dangerous. The army down here for niggas, bro. Correction, the army is not down there for niggas. They down there for spics. Or wetbacks. Whatever you want to call them, nigga. But they down there for them. They down there to reinforce what ICE is doing. And let me tell you something. Illinois is probably baby Mexico. Y'all got the second highest population of Mexicans ever. But they in Wisconsin too, and they ain't coming to Wisconsin. The Army refused to come to Wisconsin. Then dude was like, man, you bluffing. How the Army refused to come to Wisconsin? So all you gotta do is look up back when the nationwide riots was going down. Milwaukee, Wisconsin is one of the cities that refused to come to. They went to Memphis, Tennessee. They did not come to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Why? Probably because we were actually not being lied on by white people. They were lying when they were saying we were shooting at their ass. But the one thing they lied about is they don't want to admit they start shooting first. And niggas fucking with niggas because he they black token nigga. They token nigga said, hold on, I'ma call the army. And the army told the token nigga, first the sheriff got to go out there. So he sent the sheriff out during the riot. The sheriff's got their ass clean right the fuck up. He was like, nah, none of my deputies want to respond. It's been 24 hours. They told him, go fuck yourself. Whatever the fuck y'all did to them niggas in Wisconsin, you gonna pay for it. The army will not participate in your racism. Goodbye. Because y'all got a race riot going on. Aren't you part of the police force that's killing them daily? Yeah, they're tired of dying. What are we supposed to do? They said take off the uniforms, fold them up, and leave them in the district and take your ass home and apply for a new job. That's what you need to do. And they were like, we still want to be the police. So they went and hid by the fucking police station, went and got a tank to guard the police station from the army, nigga, not the motherfucking National Guard who was supposed to respond. And that's who the fuck is in Chicago, the National Guard. No difference between the National Guard and the Army. The National Guard is in reserve. The National Guard is up there, nigga. And the Army in Milwaukee has 2 bases. And they had extra tanks and was like, fuck it, y'all can have a tank for every district. We're not giving y'all no more than 1 tank, though. So they put the tank at District 5 and 1 at District 7. And then the motherfucker moved from District 7 to downtown and never came back to District 7. Nigga, District 7 was about to open up them motherfucking the evidence locker. The evidence locker start throwing. Listen, I've talked to 3 officers that were there. They said they were gonna open up the evidence locker and start handing niggas over keys to the motherfucking cruisers and evidence in order to get the fuck up out of there. That was their plan. They said they don't think they're gonna make it out of here. Said that was like fucking 5 years ago. They still taking niggas to jail for this shit. Why the fuck ICE didn't come here? We got plenty of Mexicans, nigga. When they try to deport the Mexicans, nigga, every bridge in Milwaukee was filled up. I'm not bullshitting. This is a city with over 500,000 people. I think our population is close to motherfucking 1.2 million. Nigga, they was on every motherfucking bridge downtown, packed, nigga. Go back and look at the footage. It was so many motherfucking Mexicans, nigga. And when they was riding through the South Side was empty. Proving most of our motherfucking Mexicans live on the goddamn South Side and they own the South Side, nigga. And how you gonna put them out? If you put us out, you know what else it is? They protested and stopped paying taxes for nigga. The government here shut the fuck up. They was like, oh yeah, we ain't got no base. We didn't want to finance niggas nothing. We financed it all to the Mexicans. And now the Mexicans own more shit than white people, actually. Yeah, but white Mexicans and the government own Milwaukee. And that's why they proceeding with caution like that in Chicago, because all the Mexicans own all of that shit. And they can't just start deporting them, nigga. Not yet. They're about to. Our Mexican, I get the fuck out of Chicago, legal or not. I'll tell you that. I sell all that shit and I get the fuck out of Chicago. It's a land grab. They want to move you motherfuckers out of Chicago. Y'all been the biggest population in Chicago. You got the motherfucking South Side of Chicago. Yeah, I'm from Milwaukee, but I'm originally from Chicago. And I can tell you, my family is, bro. You know what the South Side used to be known for when I was a kid? GDs, 17th in California. That's what it was known for. Not no more. Go to 17th in California and try to see a Mexican. The whole South Side, Mexicans, bro. All the businesses, names in Spanish, bro. Even the check cashing place, nigga, that shit's written in Spanish, nigga. They changing street names, nigga. Listen, it's so many Mexicans in fucking Milwaukee. They changed the South Side 16th Street to Cesar Chavez Drive, nigga. I only said it like that because that's how they pronounce it. I know. It's Cesar Chavez. Not Chavez. Chavez. But I'm not Latino, so I don't let the words roll off my tongue like that. So that's what it is. But yeah, that shit is a motherfucking land grab, G. If I ain't never seen one. And then Mexicans, y'all watch this same shit happen to niggas. That's how y'all got all that real estate. I watch niggas be put out and was like, okay. The Indians, they reckon ain't gonna come faster than the motherfucker down with the Mexicans. They finna get on these Indians' ass. First they get on the Pretendians, then they get on the Indians from Europe. The Pretendians gonna be like, what about the Indians from Europe? It's okay for them to be Indian, but not us. On their ass, they gonna be like, you niggas really Phoenicians anyway. We don't know why y'all call it India if ain't none of the Moors there still. That's when it was called India. White people gonna fuck around and rename India within the next 10 years. Watch what I tell you. But we want to be Indian. Nope. Nope, we never given this title to nobody but Nick. We don't want to mistake niggas for nobody but niggas. Now on. Okay? We've been looking for. I didn't want to settle on Indian or Buck Indian, so we know who the fuck to continue to cut down in life. Now we about to get the niggas in America a check, but still, the rest of the niggas around the world, they don't know yet. They just don't know. We gonna go get them niggas. I'm going right to Brazil to start scooping niggas. First thing I'm doing is fucking prostitutes to speak my language, and then I'm gonna have them bitches translating. Who want a job? Who want to peddle cocaine to white bitches and teach them the great sport of motherfucking the fighting style of fucking Eddie Guerrero, nigga? Copamar. Y'all want to teach white bitches art? Nigga, come on. We finna Copamar these white bitches. You just don't know. We finna go right into their yoga Pilates doing this shit. Do you want to learn this? Explosive moves like this. You know, all white people want to do is kick people in the fight because they got long legs. Wait till they see the kicks at Copamar. We finna blow their motherfucking mind, boy. Wait till we call out the Taekwondo expert and beat him up. We're going to say the most important part about fighting, conditioning. Second most important, movement. You need those two things. Those two things will guarantee victory over any strength training, over any secret ninja training. If you quit, he just can't touch you. And when he finally does touch you, you're conditioned to take a hit. So he got to be able to touch you. He got to stay up long enough to touch you enough to weaken you up. And it might not happen. But I'm telling y'all what's happening. I feel like Jay-Z while I'm talking. I'm a hustler, baby. And I want you to know, because it's about to go down. They on bullshit, ready to hit a lick. Oh, checker fries. Down south, they call this. I don't eat shrimp. That's all niggas eat down south. That's the main reason I was Southern coochie. I was nervous about eating Southern coochie. I ain't want to taste like a crab ball. Eat that coochie and be in a hospital. Seafood water, that coochie. Don't be mad, bitches down south. You are what you eat. You little fish sticks. You little fishy fishies. Women don't even realize when you in a guy's face and all you talk about is eating seafood, he think your pussy stink. I'm just telling you the truth. Why you be in his face? I love y'all that shit. Ugh. Funky bitch. That's why the first thing come out their mouth is funky bitch. And here's a tip, ladies. And it's the thing, right? If I'm courting you, and on our first date, you trying to go to Red Lobster. Nah, bitch, you trying to condition me to the smell of nasty ass pussy. Fuck that. My mama wasn't finished, and she was a Virgo and a germaphobe. So them three combinations don't mix. That means I grew up not smelling funky ass coochie, bitch. That means any smell of funky ass coochie, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I got you ain't never smelled no funky coochie before. I ain't. I ain't. At least I ain't sat there and sat in the smell while it fester in the green odor roller fucking head, bitch. And because my mama was a feminist and a Virgo nigga and had kids. She started having kids at 12 going on 13, my nigga. Don't try to talk to me about motherfucking vaginal problems like vaginal, like BV. Vaginal bacteriosis, bitch. You want to talk about that? Talk about it. It's from you wearing colored panties and having too many little dirty ass dicks stuck up your coochie. That's the truth about it, bitch. You would not have BV if you would stop fucking and actually wash your coochie with decent soap. Now, why is your boyfriend's giving you BV? Because you fuck with these fags that are well dressed. It could be just him spraying his dick with cologne because he don't want to fucking wash it, bitch. Be all kind of shit going on there. But me, I'm the type of guy who like to wash my motherfucking dick before I take the coochie for a stick. I'm just telling you the truth. And I ain't talking about just putting soap on my dick and then after putting soap on my dick, rinsing off with a towel. No, I'm talking about taking an actual fucking shower. No, I actually had bitches mad at me for that. And I don't get no fuck. You can be mad at me for being too nice to you, bitch. I understand. You always been treated like shit, and I should treat bitches like shit because they don't deserve shit. Fine. But bitch, that's too much energy treating you like shit all the time. So I really feel like you don't deserve shit because I don't treat you like shit all the time. Just talk to you. But anyway, as I was saying, yep, it's the Bru. You know what I mean? Some of you niggas go beyond shit that's tolerated. You have it assimilated in your normal fucking life. And that's just aggravating. You can court the waters any motherfucking time. It's your life, man. But ain't no way I'm fucking with old funky coochie ass bitch. And I'm fucking her and skeeting all in this old funky ass coochie. And then she got the nerve to give me some old funky coochie ass daughters. You would never stop smelling funky coochie for the next 20 years, nigga. That's gonna be the scent of your house. Fish. And all this bitch eat is fish. She cook this shit once a week. So at least 3 times a week, your house smell like coochie. Po man. Po man. All coochie got a little odor to it. No, bitch, all the coochie in your family has an odor to it, bitch. All coochie do not have an odor to it. If coochie starts to get an odor to it, that's your sign to get rid of the fucking odor and you're doing something wrong, bitch. Coochie can't always smell like water. Your coochie can't always smell like water. Because you always doing some bullshit with your little musty ass pussy. You getting motherfucking blue ink dye all in your coochie because you don't want to wear pants. Never wear blue jeans. Bitch, you are retarded. It's called a wound for a reason, bitch. They should just call it a wound and just let you know this is an open fucking crevice on your body. It must be taken care of or it's going to smell bad. Some of you niggas, y'all ears stink. I don't know why I just said niggas' ears stink. I just had one of my mama moments. That type of shit she used to say. Inside they motherfucking ear holes stink. I'd be like, what? Did you smell the inside of that ear hole? How would you know it stink? Every hole on their goddamn body stink. What about they know? That's stink too. And I ain't gonna lie. Mama wasn't lying. Some of these motherfuckers be you get the smell of halitosis. Like, dog, is that the inside of your nose? How we smell your breath and your mouth closed? I hate people like that. Nigga, what did you breathing? The fuck? Close your throat at the top, nigga. Stop letting that smell out, motherfucker. No matter how much. It was white guy with this shit too. I was locked up with both of these niggas. No matter how much they brush their teeth, they breath was just, oh. Uh. Then over there talking to them niggas and they steady be talking, dog, and they just be getting more breath in the room and shit. I done had to tell niggas about they self. I didn't mean to be mean, but I just had to tell them motherfucker, listen, bro, no matter what the fuck is you doing, bro? What the fuck you did? Damn. I only said that to say that, believe it or not, halitosis could be inflicted by fluoride toothpaste. The more you know. America be fucking us up, bro. Give us some shit and then we get sick off of it, have us looking stupid. I don't know what the fuck he done did, but some people breath be hitting like that. Like, damn, nigga. And then one of my guys, Daddy, oh my God, this nigga got the hottest breath in the world. This nigga breath stinks so bad, it's permanently in his car. And I told her, I know you smell that. The whole side of that car smell like dog breath. Like you can't even like blow the shit out. Like it's staying there. And it's stuck there. Then yeah, like little spit bubbles on the windshield. You know how they be gray and shit. I was like, oh man, this nigga been spitting on the windshield, man. I just look, bitch, you gonna have to test your own alternator. Look, you need to look at that thing right there. Yeah, that. She'll get out the car talking about some. I do smell his breath. He gotta go. I said, gotta go. He should have been gone. She said, where am I gonna take him? I said, bitch, you know where to take him. Take him to the castle. She gonna say, what castle? What castle? What fucking castle I'm gonna take him to? The one with the dragon in it, because he got the same breath. Take him to that motherfucker. The fuck? Shit. Get the dragon that nigga, and then take the princess and bring her back. I don't fuck with girls. Well, you can sell the bitch. We buy bitches in the United States. Especially if she like low miles, because you know, dragon been guarding that pussy. That's top dollar. She was like, that is not top dollar sign, that is T. I was like, oh well. I'm giving you the T. To make top dollar. This still top dollar sign, right? You owe. Don't nobody do that. Whatever. I'm telling you what to do. Go drop that nigga off. Holy shit. His breath stank, but damn, by a dragon? I said, yes! This nigga breath so bad he can fail an emissions test. What the fuck? This nigga shit hot. God damn. He got that light-skinned nigga breath. I ain't got a brush my teeth. Breath. What the fuck? Damn. Dog, you can tell? His breath just make me angry talking about it. And I told the nigga, he trying to fuck my bitch. I already fucked your bitch. I'm wondering why she fucking with your funky breath ass. I don't even want you back. I don't even want to ask for head, bitch. You been kissing your baby daddy? The fuck? They got breath like a Pokemon. Fuck. Breath attack. Make your ass pass right out. She was like, you're ready to pass out. Like, all right, man, stop doing breath attack. Goddamn. Damn. I thought I was building up immunity to this shit. Then when you put that nigga back in the Pokeball, his breath attack still just done breathe havoc on the world. Fuck out of here. I told her his breath stinks so bad. You know how people grow a rose in a jar and put a glass like top on it? I bet you. You know you gotta open the jar and let air get into it. Just have him go and then put it back down. I bet you that rose die. I bet you that motherfucking rose die. I ain't never seen a rose grow stinky ass environment. You ain't never seen roses growing next to a prison because it stank. I asked her that, like, that nigga breath stinks so bad. You need to monitor how often that nigga shit. It smells like his shit is in his stomach. Okay? It smells like that nigga never shits. It smells like he shits out of his mouth. Okay? That nigga stank, bro. The fuck? That breath is cutting edge. I said when he talk, everybody just be in the car like. I said he get in the car, y'all roll down the windows, don't y'all? I told her you only paid me, and she paid me like $150 to do the all, which is pretty good. 150 quick. And I told her you only handed over that motherfucking 150 so he didn't make your car smell like that motherfucking breath that you say you don't smell. Bitch, that shit stank. I told you I smell it. Mm-hmm. I said you must woke up one day and he was like, and you was like, ah, what happened? Fuck you, you ain't shit. Is this alternator done? Cause this thing ain't moving and it went back up and that went down. I told you I was gonna bring that gauge back up, didn't I? I did that. Now, what you need to do is bring your baby daddy pH level up. This nigga needs some help. So apparently somebody stole a piece of the gutter hanging off. I can't stand this fucking crackheads everywhere. Why didn't y'all just steal the whole fucking gutter pipe? Why just steal the little J hook? Why did you just steal it all? Hey, motherfuckers here. I stomach problems. I'm lactose motherfucker. My shit be like, oh. My shit don't smell like that. You see people still walk up and talk to me. They be trying to hit the blunt, so my breath don't smell bad. But damn, dog shit is. Oof. And you see my teeth, they yellow as cheese. Goddamn it. Shit. I'm waiting to die. This nigga eating me there. And when she told me, you secretly jealous of my baby daddy, I said, I think I am. She said, why? Because I got my reasons. Think you just jealous because you can't have me. I said, nah, bitch. I'm happy he got you, actually. She rather annoying as a girlfriend and shit. I don't think you know that. Not only is you annoying, you gotta fuck up in life You can't just hear me tell you some shit like, don't park right there because they'll write a ticket and then somebody got to pay the ticket. No, you rather park right there, wait till I go downtown and pay the ticket and do it 2 or 3 times. So I refuse to pay the ticket and then you got to go downtown and pay the ticket. Then it's a problem. I don't like bitches like that. You hard headed like my mama. And I'm sort of like my daddy. I beat your little hard head ass right the fuck on up. As soon as I get drunk and all of this shit pile up in my mind, I'm gonna kick him right in the door and I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I know you're gonna be starting shit in the meantime that I'm gonna be ignoring, but please believe that's gonna be dedicated to your ass whooping. So no, no. I'm jealous of that nigga because I'm waiting to die nowadays if you ain't noticing shit. And that nigga, he dying before me. With that motherfucking breath. That's why he not going to go get it looked at. His ass trying to check out and then leave me with his bitch. But he just don't know, bitch. I'm not never ever coming back. And then now you got kids. That's really not happening and shit. That bitch gonna say I had kids before. I said, yeah, but it's gonna be serious if stanky breath ass dad is gone and shit. But you gonna have to go to the grave and smell that breath, bitch. I know it's gonna be all in his casket and shit. He ain't gonna even be breathing in the casket. Bitch, I don't care. That breath is so goddamn hot. When the side of his cheeks start to melt, just the juice from his breath just gonna drip in the casket and just right there, it's gonna funk everything up. The worms gonna be scared of that nigga mouth. Probably already worms in that nigga mouth. You got breath like Beetlejuice. So you want some Beetlejuice breath? No, bitch. I just don't want to wake up every fucking morning and switch positions and shit. Hey, come do what I'm doing until you living every day, nigga. Then I know I'm a borderline diabetic. So yeah. Either that or I got a heart problem. I think we already discussed this chat. It's one or the other. But it ain't my job to give no fuck. That's the reason I don't have kids. Because I've been realized this, man. Why am I dying to live when I'm just living to die? And at first, it was worth the effort and shit. Now it's no longer worth the effort. Dude, you right, players. Diablo player 5. El Diablo player 5. You right. I don't know if I'm reading old. They kind of just re-looped this shit. Weak ass aim. You know what I mean? Why did I take y'all off that angle? Because the sun is gone. That's so depressing to me in Wisconsin. I hate the wintertime, bro. And I always catch that little hour that the sun out. That shit be making me mad, man. Because it be so fucking cloudy here in the winter. So ain't no fucking sun. I be getting depressed and shit. Black women don't understand it, except the light-skinned ones. They be like, "Oh, you want to go outside?" I be like, "Yeah, but it's cold. Ain't no sun. Ain't no sun, man. I want the sun, man. You ain't doing nothing. I was being good when the sun was up." She be like, "Yeah, babe, the sun will be back." No, it won't. It's cold forever. I be mad like a little kid. Fuck these clouds. You know what really pissed me off about clouds when I was a kid? I used to be like, why the fuck would God make a motherfucking cloud gray? He could pick any other motherfucking color for these motherfucking clouds. Why he couldn't make them clear? Why they gotta block the sun? Why he couldn't make them a lighter gray so you could just see through them, so you could still see the sun? Amigos, you're never supposed to put a cable wire behind the gutter. They always set themselves up to come back to your property or your vehicle, wherever the fuck it is you con them to fix. Nigga, that shit's supposed to. No comment. You know what's crazy? The same people who hate tradesmen, oh, I hate mechanics, I hate electricians, I hate plumbers. You know what's crazy? They still pay the Mexicans to do dirt cheap labor. I noticed that about all you Hank Hill motherfuckers. I don't like taking my dang truck to the mechanic, because you cheap. Goes to up at chicken noodle. Man, what's wrong with my cheap lighter? I don't want to have to break out those new lighters now. Gotta finish using this cheap one. I'm from Wisconsin, don't you know? Actually, I moved here from Illinois, but I've been in Wisconsin long enough where Illinois don't claim me no more. They said don't claim the shy. I don't claim the shy. I just let everybody know I was born there. I'm not going. I'd rather freeze than move back to Illinois. Yep, I'd rather freeze. They say it's gonna get real cold this week. I'd rather die here than fucking move back to Illinois. But anyway, I need to buy me a power inverter so I can buy me a little bullshit welder and just, you know what I mean, start tacking shit together. I need a warm place to practice my welding experiments. I think I'm out of gas, buddy. With an S. I'm out of gas, buddies. It's not that cold, but I want some heat. The cold is depressing me. That's irritating me too. That works. How many people miss that? The dials and pointers on the dashboards of cars. That digital shit whack, Jack. I mean, it's cool, but can I get both? Can I fucking get both? I don't want to rev it. It's a big block. It does terrible to rev it. That's still cold. Trying to get it to tell me what the fucking car doing. What's happening, Andy Paul? $14.9, baby. 14.6. Oh, that was 6, not 9. And my regulator's working. It's holding at 14.5. Why the fuck is it holding at 14 volt? It's a big block. It's a 12 volt battery. Why is it holding it at 14 volt? I don't fuck. It's a big block. I don't fucking know. But enjoy your Christmas shopping, Andy Paul. Nope, I'm about to turn my heat on. See, my heat heat gauge. Okay, well, the engine temperature heat right there. A pencil here. Has to be right here. Is right here. It does. It's right here. It's ice cold, but right here it starts to get warm. It never goes past. Well, it does, but it doesn't go to 260. Goddamn it! That's what I'm trying to tell you. The furthest this gauge is about right here, and that's been me driving it all day. Let's crank that heat, my nigga. My battery gauge. Remember I said to get a battery? Proof is at 14 volts. 14.6. 14.5. That proves my alternator regulator is working. Oil pressure, decent. Gas, half a motherfucking tank in this bitch. Just to sit here and chill with y'all on YouTube. Gears. It's a 3-speed. 1, 2, 3. Plus it has an overdrive, so I think it's a 4-speed. Matter of fact, it is a 4-speed. No, it might be a 3-speed. Third gear might be overdrive. But it's a damn Dodge. And I love my damn Dodges. I'm like Al Bundy with my Dodges. You seen the outside of this Dodge. Oh! Hold on. You still there, Eddie Paul? Let me show you what else about my Dodge. You're gonna hate this. Look at my dashboard. Holy shit. Everybody see it. What's going on with the day? I'm not taking that shit out, nigga. It's like a 12-hour motherfucking job, bitch ass nigga. You ain't even got 12. You barely got 1,200 for the truck. Hell no, nigga. Fuck no, nigga. If you feel like you're gonna pay me $10 an hour, how about you keep your $120, put it towards your fucking dashboard, and buy the dashboard and put it in your fucking self. It's not hard, especially on a Dodge. And I'll be damned on fixing that shit. I'm waiting on the heater coil to go out, so I can take the black tape off, all of it, put my own black tape on it after I put a new heater coil in there. I do that to Dodges anyway. Well, I didn't do it. A domestic violence confrontation did it. Yeah. My fiance smashed up my dashboard. Not in this one. My favorite one. Which was a 2500, and she ran like a champ. Boy, could that bitch run. That bitch was a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. She get away from the cop cars. Especially in the wintertime, boy, they couldn't fuck with me. I was young then. I was a young drug dealer. Out here in the 2500. Duels and everything. Lift kit and everything. They know what I be up to. They better not hit their lights. You better hit your lights on a dry day, bitch. Every winter storm, they seen me out in that motherfucker. That's a perfect measurement of how snow is. This is how they measure snow at the news station. They just don't tell you that. They just put a fucking stick in it. And that's how they tell you how many inches are in the snow. That appears to be about 8 inches of snow. So it's about 10 inches of snow here to walk through. Also, you can see where I shoveled at. That's why I walk in the motherfucking street. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Oh, that heat feels good, Joe. Shit. But as you know, my Dodge still needs brakes, so I don't think I'm buying brakes. I'm just gonna buy me some more tools. These batteries stung me. But yeah. That's crazy. This old motherfucker start warming up and you can hear the shit as it's warming up. But fear not, chat. Yeah, I listen to my Bluetooth and surround sound, buddy. I'm not gonna play nothing because, you know, copyright. But I will do this just to show y'all it works. You hear that? Let me cut off the heater so you can hear it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I be jamming in this motherfucker. Oh yeah. That white dude. Oh yeah. Some pesky kids with a wrench keep coming and cutting off our water. He a true southerner. Even niggas down south act like that. Motherfucker talking about they gonna cut off my water, man. Shit. Somebody I owe them $35. I don't owe them 35 shit. Look, I went down there to the hardware depot, then the hardware depot. Yeah, the hardware depot section. Hardware depot section. Where the fuck store got a hardware depot section, nigga? Tell you a yank from Canada, man. Keep up, man. Damn, man, I went down there to the Dollar General, man. Went down to the Dollar General. I gotta be Pacific because of the yank here, man. Dollar General and bought a bag of cement. I got another yank question. Y'all just sell cement? Regular stores? Like that, you need a license to sell that in Wisconsin. You got to be in like a hardware store, and you need an ID to buy it. Yeah, you got to be at least 18 to buy concrete. You can't just give it to anyone. That's how people end up swimming with the fishes. Maybe because I'm from a town that's on a lake. Maybe, but the thing is y'all just go buy concrete. Okay, continue the story. Anyway, man, I bought some quick drying cement. I'm from up north. I'm not a construction worker. Ain't all cement technically quick drying cement? Listen, man, this shit dry about 2-3 hours faster, man. I need this shit dry today. Not next week, man. It might still be wet next week, man. Oh, okay, still be wet next week. Okay, we'll lay a foundation on top of that shit. We get that shit in 4 days to dry at the most, and we start laying shit on top of it. Look, I'm listening. That's because y'all know how to build shit. Yeah, but we got basements. We smarter to build our city above a water line. So, there's that. So anyway, man, what you do, man? Alright, man, check it, man. I went, dump that bag on in there, fire that motherfucking garden hose, mix that shit up. And now, let's see the motherfucking people come cut that shit off now, man. They literally come out and dig that shit out in motherfucking 2 hours. I'm like, you country motherfuckers, y'all don't even know how to be rebellious. It's not how you do it. What you do is you get your own fucking backhoe, right? And the line runs like this. You dig up an L, and then you connect a T-shape here and a T-shape here. And then you cut it on here. Then you rebury that shit. Then when they cut it off, talk shit. And they ain't gonna cut it on again. Fucking with me, you have to dig way up this fucking line to figure out where I jacked in at. I ain't gonna play with you. That's why God won't let me own a house. Because he know how I'm gonna treat all of these motherfucking power companies. I'm not gonna play with their ass. The gas company too, I ain't gonna play with them. I'm gonna install a bypass valve. It's gonna come right off into my shit. And I'm not telling nobody about it because people are too dumb to know until you tell them so they can snitch. So old dude in Wisconsin got away with that shit for like motherfucking 40, 50, 60 years or some shit like that. They caught him because he didn't pay a gas bill in 60 years. See, I'm gonna play with their intelligence. I'm gonna pay the gas bill till I don't feel like it. I ain't gonna never let it get up too high. I tell them I moved out the house just to get them to shut down everything to it. I got a trick for the electric company too. Bitch, these solar panels are way too motherfucking efficient now. And I can get a motor that runs off of gas to spin an electric motor. Oh, you never get no money about me. You owe me money by the time I'm done building some shit. That's why I can't own a house. I'm turning it to a fucking power plant. And God knows, my first house, I'm turning that bitch to a power plant. I'm not playing. That shit so complicated. To you, watch I go in this bitch like I'm Doc Ock. Watch I go in this bitch and turn this bitch to my laboratory. Watch this shit. Watch the government pay me to stop. Watch the government pay me to shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna take that buyout, buddy. I ain't playing with the stupid ass water company either. I'm not playing with you bitches. As soon as I get my motherfucking power plant up and going, That's when I'm gonna start buying motherfucking goddamn equipment, and I'm gonna start jacking in the lines around this motherfucker. Y'all gonna be pissed when I cut one of them electrical poles open and run my lines on the inside electrical pole and wood glue that motherfucker back together. Y'all gonna be mad than the motherfucker. Okay, look, some gotta go. It went. Yup. I'm just waiting. Waiting to build my own power plant on them bitches. I'm not playing. Yep. So what you motherfuckers doing? What you motherfuckers doing? I don't like the way these comments is. Is everybody still here? Somebody still here? Fuck this goddamn heat feel good. This goddamn heat feel good. Good, I say, goddamn it. I don't even want to cut off the goddamn car. Goddamn heat feeling all good. Listen to this bitch idling like a champ. Just running through my mind about initial relocation for my bike. With an S. Anybody still in the chat? Nobody's in the chat here? I thought squirrels hibernate in the wintertime. I'm looking at motherfucking squirrel chat. What up, Uncle Mike? Both sides are doing work. Ooh. Yeah, man. I don't need to dig shit else out. Yep, I had to dig a pathway by my truck. I think I'm gonna widen. Damn, shovel gone now. I should have widened it up on both sides so I can cross with impunity. What's going on, everybody? Who the fuck is this lady? Or dude? Just taking pictures of the church. I wonder what that's about. Yeah, I guess I'm out of commentary. Mm. Mm. Shit, that was a scratch. Yep. How y'all feel about a game night? Y'all want to have game night tonight? Or what? Don't nobody believe I'm a live streamer. They always be like, hey man, you know you got something to do. What you doing? Live streaming, nigga. Shit crazy. Wish I had somebody go to the stove for me. Go to the stove for me, nigga. Man, I wish I could have heated that sticky bun up. Yeah, that sticky bun last night. That motherfucker was good. maybe later. They say don't crack your bones. But who the fuck are they? They don't know shit. And I can prove it to you. If they knew so much about cracking bones, they would have had talked to a chiropractor. If they were talking to a chiropractor, they would know. Not cracking bones. You're technically cracking muscles. It's the gas release of the gas inside of the fucking muscle. Which has nothing to do with the fluid that's in between the bones. So when they rub together, it don't hurt. Anybody still there? I'm gonna assume nobody's here. I guess I'll see you guys later.